how valuable is it for you to be able to meet both startups and KOLs in one setting?
I think it's super valuable, especially when oftentimes you have representatives from the startups and one or more physicians that have been involved in running those cases, whether it's in Georgia or otherwise, because you get the mix of Q&A that I can dig deeper into clinical questions with the physician while also kind of understanding from the CEO or company representative the business issues. So you can cover a lot of ground on initial conversations or diligence conversations that are harder with maybe only one or the other.
And have you met any companies or individuals who particularly stood out to you so far?
I'm impressed by all the companies here, and I don't mean that to be too diplomatic, but I really am. I think that what stands out to me the most is the physicians from the Tbilisi centers who are helping represent some of these studies. It's really interesting to me to get to talk to them and hear about their centers, their patients, sort of their involvement in studies, and what seems like a really mutually beneficial relationship between the startups that are running studies here and the physicians and patients who are based in Tbilisi and in Georgia.
And what would you say to other investors who are considering attending next year's summit?
I think it's a really nice summit and a really nice format especially for investors who are interested in early stage cardiovascular disease. I mean, for us at Broadview Ventures, that's exclusively what we do, so this is a perfect fit for us. And I think a lot of our peers in early stage Medtech VC are also doing a lot of work in cardiovascular disease. And so this is where all the studies are happening, or many of the early clinical studies are happening. And so it only makes sense to come here and come to this event. I think it's also really nice to kind of have a relatively compact format that I don't have to pick and choose between 20 different sessions at one time. I can sit in the conference hall and hear all the conversations, hear the panels, see people at the meals and out in the hallway. So I really like the format. I think it's really nice and a really valuable use of a couple of days for any investors who are considering coming next year.